And it's starting to get competitive in this field now. You got a lot of people that want to do it.
Like, what you think you need to do to be at like Cole Bennett's level type shit?
It's about that is that you can be watching the whole movie and then be having a good time watching the movie, but if the ending isn't a good ending,
It's a wrap.
like you're like, damn, I wasted 2 hours of my life. Or if the ending,
It talk to me. You know what I mean? It's like, you're good at what you do. Why stop? Honestly, and I just didn't. I just kept going. It was like, fuck it, I'm about to start hitting people up personally. So.
You sure that's fine?
Yes, nigga, I'm sure that's fine. You don't think I know how to count?
So what's up with the plan? Like, you got everything done for when you get here?
You need.
What you doing with that? What you mean when I'm doing that? You sliding away?
Nigga, what a fucking safe at?
No, Mike, shut the fuck up!
Talking about.
You thought shit was sweet, huh, bitch ass nigga, huh?
Hello? Oh, yeah? Alright, shit, I'm on the way. Alright. Shit.
The fuck? You always turning off the music for some bitch.
Tell this bitch to give me a chance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get this episode started, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. Today's episode is brought to you by Fine Touch Painting. Big shout out to my guy Beto Esqueda. He's been rocking with the Half Court Podcast movement from the jump, man. Believed in the movement, believed in the vision, and said, hey, I would like to sponsor you guys. So thank you, Beto, for that. Now back to Fine Touch Painting. When it comes to your residence or business looking clean and spiffy, the Fine Touch Painting crew are your go-to guys. You name it, they paint it. You can count on their professional services such as interior, exterior, sheetrock repair, complete power wash, full finishes, and much more. Now, if you have any future projects or you're working on a current project and you would like a free estimate, make sure to contact Beto at 405-905-1466. Again, that number is 405-905-1466. Fine Touch Painting, ladies and gentlemen. Also, today's episode is brought to you by Supreme Barbering in Midtown. Big shout out to my guy Della Tapes, who's been believing in the movement since day one. Supreme Barbering in Midtown, they're going to get you right. Now, if you're looking for that razzle dazzle, that splat, those are the guys to go to. You can count on 6 professional licensed barber to get you right. It's simple. Give them a call. Schedule your appointment. The phone number is 405-601-7087. Again, that number is 405-601-7087. Now, if you don't want to call and you want, I'm just going to show up. You can also. You can. The address is 1705 North Broadway Avenue. Hit them up. They're open from Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 6. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Supreme Barbering to you.
ladies and gentlemen, there is a new wave of entertainment in Oklahoma City. If you guys haven't heard, you're about to hear it here on the Half Court Podcast. During this pandemic, you might find yourself a little bored, not knowing what to do. So you can head on down there to Q Palace and they'll entertain you. They got music, they got billiards, and that's pool, just, making it sound nice and fancy for you guys. They got tournaments, so if you want to make some little money and show out your skills of pool, you can go in there and get you some money. Entertainment. So go ahead and follow them on social media. They will keep you updated with all the events they have going on, and their hours are super flexible. So you can be there from 11 in the morning to 2 in the morning if you'd like. Those are the hours. Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. So they got the liquor, they got the pool, they got the music. Follow them on social media so you can keep up with all their updates and events. So if you guys want to call in just to see how things are going or whatever before you pull up, you can call them at 405-636-1102. And their address is 940 Southwest 59th. And that's Oklahoma City right there on 59th Southwest. You can't miss it. So for all my Southwest babies that need entertainment, head down to the Q Palace because they got it popping over there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. What is Gucci Manucci's? Welcome to the Half Court Podcast. I am Darwin. We got AV behind the camera. And today we got a special guest. We got KC. KC is a filmmaker, and he is working currently on a project, a short film that's going to come out pretty soon. And he came here to give us the details. So, man, appreciate you for taking the time to come to the podcast and kind of talk to us about that film that you got going on, man.
Oh, no problem, man. Honestly, I came today, man, to talk on this podcast. I want everybody to know that this film is going to be amazing. I've took my hard-earned time and effort, some of my money, honestly, you know, and personal funds and just
Ounces, right?
It's called Ounces.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Ounces. You can follow it on Instagram, Facebook, anything like that, especially all social medias right now. I'm working on continuing the script. Script is about, I want to say about 40, 50 pages, just nothing too long, you know. But it's my first actual film that I wrote, produced, edited, and shot myself. So pretty proud about that, man. And I want to really show the world my eye for film. Music videos took me a long way, honestly, you know. That's like coming from the heart. Like that really took me a long way. They showed me a lot of love here in the city, a lot of love. Like y'all know who y'all are, and film is
where it's at.
It's where
That's
it's at.
Okay.
Where it's at right now, man.
So take us back, man. You said you started with the music video. So what got you into just video production in general?
Man, video production, honestly. So we're going to start from the nitty gritty, man. My homie Fresh J, High Volume, I really started out with them, you know, just kind of took it from there. They needed video production, picked up a camera, never stopped.
At what age was this?
I had to get it and go. You shot that one, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
I had to get it
yeah.
and go, yeah. Honestly, it was about 2012, I want to say. So it's going on 10 years almost. Took me on a wild roller coaster.
That's wicked. That 10-year mark
Yeah.
is. I thought I was.
You were getting there, huh?
I thought I was feeling like an old motherfucker, bro. Like, damn, I've been doing this shit 10 years, but I guess it's normal. I mean, it's because it takes a long time to understand all this shit.
It does. It
Yeah,
does,
man.
A lot of fuck ups, a lot of
a lot of trial and error.
That's why the music video game is so awesome because like you can literally hop in, you're learning and you're getting paid, you know. So
Yeah.
Well, best of both worlds, honestly.
Yeah, so it's been about 10 years. So the whole process started in 10 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
was it were you branded ShotByKC 10 years ago?
Yeah, I was branded, honestly, Chops at first.
Chops.
I just kind of ran with that, and then I switched it over to KC, and I just put a king at the beginning and said KC, King Chop, honestly. So, and then I ran with that and got logos done and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
so,
I remember you went on a rampage too where you were just dropping shit like on some
man.
Mr. Sharp AV shit.
Man,
just
bro.
it
was just going. It was like clockwork, honestly.
Yeah.
But
How many videos would you say you were doing a month?
oh man, a month. I want to say at least 10 to 15, easily. Because that's on a good month though. Like, you know, you have those times where it ain't a good month.
Yeah.
You don't have nobody book, honestly. You know.
So, what were you charging when you were doing 15 videos a month?
Man, 15 videos a month.
And they're all with music videos?
Not to pocket watch, but
Oh no, you ain't pocket watching. Nah, definitely not over here, dog. Honestly, I would hit 150 to 200.
Man.
And that's what really got me on it. I'm keeping it a bill. Like that's what got me off the pedestal. Like to everybody know, like that's KC. Like
boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom,
Right,
boom.
right.
And I'm just getting them back and
So
forth.
how are you doing it though? Are you doing it like the day of you're getting paid and then you're turning it around as soon as like a day or two or
Definitely not. I would always have a turnaround of 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Just so I can take my time on the edit.
Yeah.
So I make it look good to make a name for myself.
Yeah.
Honestly, and produce the best product for the artists who I'm working with, so I can gain constant clientele.
Was this more of a run and gun situation?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, because
all my music videos.
Yeah,
are
because
running
it's
gun.
It's
like-
that
It's
hustle,
running gun.
man, at the beginning where you're just like, I'd rather get paid 200, 250 than nothing, you know? And if you're
I'm gonna be honest, man. That the highballing, when I get to highballing, you're gonna get some shit though. Like you're gonna get my hard effort like into every music video you paid me for if you paying that type of price.
Right.
But 200 to 300, I
Yeah.
kept it at that, and we just running gun all the time, and I made them look good, man.
Yeah,
I
no,
really
you got to
did.
work with what you got because it's like, because sometimes they'll come to you and be like, man, I want a movie, man. Like, let's script this out. I'm like, but what's your budget? 300.
I can't.
Bro, you gotta, I gotta
gotta
take the
come
time
in-
to sit down, script the whole thing, get the shot list, and like a lot of people don't know what goes behind that. You know,
They
that
don't.
process
They
of
don't.
just scripting it and like
I'm
even
about to get a little reckless on the microphone.
get reckless, bro, because they need to
You
hear it.
fucking artists, nah, y'all better appreciate the video guys that
telling
were
you,
doing
man.
that bulk special and all that shit. You know, shout out
telling
to people like KC,
Scholar Kid, yeah, it's
like
plenty of 'em.
bundle
It's plenty
packages.
of 'em.
Like that's what put
Tailor-made.
the
It's plenty of
artists.
them that's good, man. It's
That's
plenty
what put
of
the artist out. You know, like the
Exactly.
fucking video. You know, and it's like.
It's
man.
like a pyramid, right? So like I feel like with artists, what they do appreciate more is obviously your studio time.
Yeah, definitely.
And then like the last ones are the video guys. That's
Yeah.
when they're like, and it's like, nah, man. I think it has to all be equal,
They gotta all be equal.
Exactly, like the producer when you who you buy the beat
Yeah.
from, who mixes and master, from who puts the visuals together, you know. And
At the end, it's kind of like it's frustrating, but it is kind of like a win-win though, because if you look at it, we're the ones that built the fucking market
Yeah,
here.
we built
you know,
it. We built
off of just fucking
Making visuals.
making it work.
Making it work, yeah.
I fuck with this artist. I'll charge you this. Let's just do this shit.
some of those are fun where it's like all right, I'm gonna charge you a decent price that works for us.
The point is-
I like working with you.
The point is, I guess, is like for artists, just know that the video guy is sacrificing a lot of shit just to even shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
Like,
get me
fuck.
started. Don't get me started. So much waiting. To be honest, like it's just a part of the business, but waiting late, 2-3 hours late.
Yeah.
Dealing with
the
it. Gotta
ego,
deal
the
with it.
ego.
Gotta deal with it though.
Sometimes
they paid you,
Yeah.
so then you get into an altercation. So it's like
Because it's and
It's
then
a-
you're dealing with some fucking you
Ain't
don't
no
know
telling.
who you're dealing with.
there ain't no telling exactly.
No
So
telling.
it's
That's
kinda,
why, man, major respect to all the videographers
Yeah,
out there that were out there in the fucking
Definitely.
in the trenches, like AZ production.
it's a lot of Azay.
From Chicago. He was like,
Azay, yeah.
like we're all his babies. That
Basically,
And then you got the
motherfucker-
youngsters like Cloud Visuals. That boy been going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Pulling up to the trap.
Well, what I'm
and-
saying is
Yeah, I
that dude
seen
from
that.
Chicago, he's the one that started. Like, I that was the first motherfucker I seen that was like out there with like Chief Keef and like
Running and gunning.
Lil Durk and like, god damn.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's an interesting scene, you know. But I feel like it's a good way to practice and get better, you know.
At what
That's
point
honestly
did
the-
you say, okay, I'm enough of this?
Honestly, man, I was thinking it just wasn't enough for me. Honestly, like I wanted to be more successful. Like I feel like music videos, don't get me wrong, people get big for that. They do, but
Started
you
getting
got to know people.
repetitive.
You got to get to know people, and it's starting to get competitive in this field now. You got a lot of people that want to do it.
Like, what you think you need to do to be at like Cole Bennett's level type shit? Like, cause man,
Cole Bennett, man, that's gonna be. Honestly, he took a long time.
yeah,
He took a long time to get where he's at. Honestly,
that's crazy.
And but
He
him
cold.
get
He
super
cold.
cold,
Like,
super cold.
I'm
Every
like,
time I watch him, it's just like every
How
time
old
I
is
watch
he?
this,
he
I don't
looks
even
young.
know. I don't
Yeah.
even know how old is he? How old he is?
That's a good question.
Probably
Yeah,
looks
that
like
is a
he's
good
in,
question.
in his mid 20s, maybe.
He's pretty
you know?
young. He's pretty young.
Yeah, like he got it made, and it's like
He's pretty young.
How does one get to that level? You know,
Exactly.
Like how does one get to that level? You know,
24 years old.
24, bro.
Cole Bennett's 24.
So you got to keep in mind he. I'm curious
Hard
how
work.
does and like how does he do these deals with these artists? Because some of the songs or some of the visuals get played on his channel, which
Yes.
generates millions of views.
Yes.
So it's like, does he give him a discounted price on the video because his shit is high quality? I know that shit is gonna cost
Oh, yeah,
money, and he's gonna be
definitely.
like, all right, I'm gonna give you this discounted video, but it's gonna go on my channel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing that's how it goes.
It's probably.
He's gonna get that money back.
Yeah, he
Even
gonna
if
get
they
that
give him
money
a
back anyway.
huge
Yeah.
discount, he's gonna get that
Anyway.
money back.
There's a lot of people that did that shit. Half Pint Films. He has like millions of views on his shit.
Millions.
Or
At some point, I was like, because I was like one of the first ones to shoot, so I would sit back and be like, if I would have been a dick, I would have just put everything on my channel.
you could if you're doing like
could
that
have.
running and gunning situation.
But I was
Yeah.
just, I was like, nah, I'm gonna just show this food. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do him like that, you know.
I mean, it depends. I mean,
I was too nice.
yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, when was that time where you were like,
Honestly, man, I just woke up one day and I was like, man, I want to do film. Honestly, like I've been watching, and the movies really get me. When I watch movies, it's like I watch movies and I critique it, and I started critiquing it after I got tired of doing music videos. Honestly, I'm tired of it.
that's what I was saying, man. I feel like when we get into the film side of things, you see movies so different.
Yeah.
Like you can spot the flaws and shit. You know,
Well,
what you're
everything.
right.
To be
Yeah.
honest with me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I go watch a movie, I get discouraged a little bit
Why?
because I see what the fuck they're doing, and I'm like, I'm nowhere near that shit. Like,
But they got a team though. Like
I know.
Super
That's what
big.
I'm saying. That's why
when
it's
I say
overwhelming.
Super big team.
Like, how the fuck are you
real.
supposed to compete with that?
You can't.
Or you know?
you can't, bro. You have to join it. If you can't beat it, you got to join it.
Nah, but I'm not about to fucking go and get some coffee for like,
Definitely.
you know, a director
Definitely.
just because I. But yeah, it's such a tough industry, man.
It
That's
is.
what props
It
to
is.
you for.
It's really tough, honestly. But when I figured out I wanted to do film, I put my heart to it. Honestly, went to school, wrote in school. It's been the best 3 years. Like I've learned so much, so much more. Just
Tell people about that. That like what school you're in and stuff.
Full Sail. I'm at Full Sail University for digital cinema photography. It's I want to say 3-year program. It's more accelerated, so sometimes you get 2 classes a month and shit like that. It's really, really accelerated. Honestly, it's all on you. They give you project, give you scripts, shit like that, and you just film it. Honestly, but it's pretty straightforward. But ever since I've done it, man, I ain't looked back. Honestly, I ain't looked back at all. Like sometimes here and there, I do a music video, but I'm not posting it.
When it's fun for you or
honestly,
whatever.
or honestly, if I need some bread in my pocket, people know who I am.
Your price is still the same as far as
Definitely
like
not.
no,
Definitely
because
not.
it's like there's
Definitely not.
experience behind it,
Definitely
there's
not. Yeah,
background,
definitely not.
there's
definitely not.
So don't you fuckers come with the how much, bro? Or,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Man.
I don't even honestly. Some of them I don't even reply to.
No, when you hit them with the price, they'll be like red.
Yeah,
All right, I ain't bet.
but sometimes
you gotta live with it.
Sometimes I'll throw a deal. You know what I mean? I will, especially if I know you personally. If I know you personally, I done work with you about 4 or 5 videos way back.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah, come on. You know what I mean? Especially if I fuck with the song, it's just like
You've
I'm
established yourself
Yeah,
too, to where
exactly.
it's like it's awesome that you can do that. Like if one artist wants to work this month, another artist wants to work next month or whatever, you know, you have that many. Like you've worked with that many people
Yes,
that it's
yes.
like what is it called? Like a pipeline type shit.
traveling, state to state, Colorado, California, Texas. I done been there. So
Yeah.
just for music videos.
Was your main tool Instagram to get booked like out of state and stuff when you were doing music videos?
Instagram was my only
and butter.
platform. Bread and butter. Facebook, I just got into Facebook, honestly. And people kind of starting to know me on there. But it's like Instagram, that's where it was. That's
Facebook,
what,
yeah.
promotions,
Hashtags
ads,
or
hashtags. I did it all. Yeah, that's how I got to where I am right now, honestly.
So you're 3 years into school, film school, right?
3 years. I got about, 5 months left, I want to say. 5 months left, and then I'm done.
That's exciting.
And
bro.
you said the whole experience has been like amazing.
Bro,
Loved it.
Yeah, I love the online because I can move at my own pace. And I'm not dealing with no
'Cause they're doing it
teachers,
online?
instructors. Yeah, it's all online. So it's like, it's way
So how do you
better
learn
for-
when it's online?
Man, personally, I sit down. I want to learn.
Yeah.
I want to learn that shit,
'Cause
honestly.
I feel like depending
hard.
on what the topic is, but like you want to be there and see it, like, you know, let's say
Mm-hmm.
the teacher explaining
It
how
depends,
to, you know,
bro. It depends because sometimes that's good, but then sometimes you want to.
It depends on the teacher too.
Move the fuck on, like
Yep, that's how I
these
am.
old ass teachers want to sit there the whole time
talk.
talking about some bullshit. Like, get to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I want to give me the work. I know what I need. When does it due? All right.
So you got this project that you're working on, and how does this came about? What's the story about?
Okay.
What kind of details? What kind of details can you give us? As far as
I'm not gonna give y'all I'm not gonna give y'all too much, but it's something that I wrote. I sat down and wrote. Honestly, I just in a daze. I'm gonna be honest. I was in a daze. I was like, because school taught me how to write scripts.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, I want to write.
So when you like, all right, I'm gonna start writing something. What's the first thing you do? Because that's probably one of my weaknesses as far as writing scripts.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get better at that as well.
Okay.
So when you put a story together, what's the first thing you like? How's your flow with the story?
I don't have a specific flow. I'm gonna say that. My scripts are not technical. They're not written the way they're supposed to be written. But in my eyes, you're gonna see my vision basically. So when I start, like Ounces, for instance, when I first started it, I was like, I want to write something simple. It's a simple story, but it when like longevity wise, along down the story, you're gonna be like, oh,
Makes
and
sense.
And it all makes sense. But in the beginning, it's simple. It's some basically typical shit. Honestly, some typical stuff that goes on nowadays.
Real life.
I'm just trying to kind of wrap my head around the name, like, and what would it?
Ounces, man, that sounds like some grimy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
like
you own it. You own it. You on top of it.
trap house. You
Yep.
know. What else can I think?
Like real life
a
shit.
dark scene
life
of a
shit.
Real
motherfucker
life
getting
shit.
murked because he tried to run off on the plug or some
Look.
shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Some
So
shit
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said,
Yep.
yeah.
Exactly like that.
Hell
You
yeah.
got it. But yeah, man, honestly, when I wrote the script, I was just in a daze and I just wrote. I just like literally, I get on the computer.
I think another thing to think about, bro, is that movies is basically a story. So, like, even the little promo videos, when we write them out, I try to think, like, okay, beginning, middle, end. So,
Yeah.
if you just, I think that's the
That's it.
simplest way to look at it.
That's it.
As long as it has a beginning, a middle, and an end,
And it
you're
makes
good.
sense.
Yeah, you're good.
And not even nowadays, not even movies make sense.
Sometimes
They'll leave you hanging. I didn't watch so many movies.
Give me an example.
I get pissed.
That left you hanging.
Oh man, what was that movie called? Project Power, for instance.
I haven't
on
watched
Netflix
that one.
with Jamie Foxx.
Projects. Oh yeah, I watched that one. That one, it was weird.
It was weird.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was weird, and at the end, it just kind of left you. It's just like, oh, okay, that's it. And me personally, I don't understand that.
And see, the
I
crazy
don't.
shit is about that is that you can be watching the whole movie and then be having a good time watching the movie, but if the ending isn't a good ending,
It's a wrap.
like you're like, damn, I wasted 2 hours of my
literally.
life. Or if the ending is good, you're like, oh my god, that shit was fucking awesome.
The
It was.
beautiful thing about film and everything is just like it creates like as
I'm telling you, it keeps us there for 2
yeah,
hours.
exactly. It
dude.
makes us feel some type of emotion. So it's like if you know it's a love story, you're gonna feel like shit, oh that's cute and shit. Or if it's like
simping.
yeah, so if it's like a scary movie, you're gonna shit your pants. So it's like, and then the beautiful thing is too is like how you script the story as far as like making people be attached to the character. So like when the character dies in the movie, you see the people be like, oh, for real, like what, like you know what I'm saying? Like when Tony Stark died, I was like,
We got some of that in Ounces.
yeah.
You
So
gonna be like,
that
wow. You gonna be like, wow.
Why would you,
you
do
know what I'm
that?
saying? Yeah. So yeah, man.
What's your top 5 hood movies?
Hood movies. I want to say we got Shotas is in there. Paid in Full's in there.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Dame Dash.
Yeah, definitely. Boys in the Hood is in there.
Ice Cube.
I can't never go wrong with the Fridays though. I mean, I know they're supposed to not be old school, but
No,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, whatever.
I
Shit,
can't go
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with the
yeah,
Fridays. Ice Cube did a wonderful job on them films.
That's a classic.
Man, bro, the crazy shit is that the first Friday was the one that they spent the least amount of money
Yeah.
on and is the one that generated the most money.
Literally.
I think like John Witherspoon said he got paid like $5,000 for
The
that
whole
role.
film.
I paid my rent for like 2-3 months, I remember.
Wow.
That's what it was.
No, it's crazy. And
It
like
is.
I've always been
was that
curious.
5 Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always been curious about the movie scene because it's like there's so much like that goes behind making a movie, especially when it's at this big budget. Like they got fucking 5 million, 20 million or whatever the hell the budget is.
So how'd you decide, okay, I'm gonna invest? Like, how'd you go about that? Kickstarter, or is it self-funded? Or
Self-funded.
because to
honestly.
me, bro, that was the scariest part about a movie, that I was like, fuck, like I don't have that many friend filmmakers that are gonna be willing to like put their all into my film without getting paid, you know. So that's why the film shit was scary to me.
Definitely. I'm getting into that right now, honestly. Like I got some few people that's some stragglers, you know, and ain't even really kind of, you know, we ain't gonna talk about that, but you know, it I feel like it comes a part of it.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, when I told them this is my very first film, if you don't want to, like, I'm not paying you. Like, if you don't want to be a part of it, to be, you know, just to be a part of it, then I'll find somebody else. Honestly, I wrote the script 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I wrote the script 2 years ago. Everybody fell out on me. Didn't nobody show up? Didn't nobody hold up to their word? 2 years
Sucker
later,
shit.
2 years later, I start doing the casting call. Didn't nobody show up to the casting call? So I was like, okay. So, but I know a lot of people. So I'm like, just from doing music videos, I know I'm start hitting people up directly. And I'm like, you want to play this role? You want to play this role? Just, you know, and it just went from there. They wanted it and they love it.
Nice.
People that I got, they love it. They there, especially all the actors. Like, shout out to the actors to that, man, because y'all gonna see, like, and neither one of them has acted before.
And how are you doing it? Like, you're directing and shooting, or you got a DP?
I got a DP. I got a DP, but I do shoot on my own camera, you know, and so I'm kind of like back and forth. Okay. But I do have a director, you know what I mean. But he's kind of like,
you have a director.
Yeah, I have
and
like
DP.
co-director. It just kind of helps me out, but I'm mainly the director. Like, if I got the vision for it. If it ain't how
and you wrote the script,
and I wrote the script.
Because you can give it to another director or another, you know, and they're not going to see it the same way you have it already envisioned. So that's
definitely
like
it's not going to happen.
Thing.
It's
exactly.
not going to happen. And the way they taught me in school, I'm like, I'm not writing scripts like that.
You disagree with it, the way they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I feel like a script is in my opinion, it's a jot down. You just literally, you're jotting your thoughts down, in my opinion, but you just go into what the characters are actually saying, such as dialogue. You know, it's just, I just don't agree with it.
So you're saying that the guy that writes it should be the one directing it?
I ain't necessarily saying that, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But honestly, I feel like it'll work out better.
It'll be more authentic.
It'd be more authentic. It would definitely would. I feel like it might even flow better because that person wrote it.
Yeah.
He knows how he wants it.
It's such a weird thing when you get it to Hollywood, man, because
they just passing scripts over.
Like, music is the same shit. Yeah. Like, this song it's like it would sound good for Rihanna, so just send it to Rihanna.
Yeah. See, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's literally how it works.
Yeah. So this one right here, you were able to put everything together, got the actors.
Yes, sir.
Who's a part of the team besides the actors and stuff?
Besides the actors, I want to give a shout out. His name is Bo Trousdale. He's one of my guys that's helping me out. My DP is Anthony Thomas, K23 Productions, I want to say. If I got that wrong, I apologize, but he know who he is. I got him as my second DP, and then Jarrell is my co-director right now.
So when this film is all said and done, where is it gonna go? Where can people view it?
I'm thinking about Netflix, but Netflix is really hard. They don't really mess with independent films. I've been doing a lot of research on Netflix. They don't do much, but mainly Amazon Prime, Vimeo, and maybe YouTube. I don't know. I want to detour away from YouTube because as far as film goes, YouTube is not a good platform. Like an actual
right. It's more creative, like
it's not.
Vlogs.
Are you taking it on these festivals?
Yes, festivals is gonna be a super go. I'm already talking to a couple people from festivals in California.
And you'd be surprised, man. I have a buddy, Rogelio Almeida. He's from Oklahoma. And he directed a movie. He did it himself too. He did him and his wife. At the time, they basically they had like what was it, Canon 7Ds at the time.
Wow.
And just
it looked good.
Good lenses, good lighting, and then really good audio.
That's all it takes.
And he had the story, so he went to Mexico, shot some shit in Mexico.
Wow.
Came over here, so he took it on festivals and stuff, and I think it had like 400,000 views on YouTube. And it's just from random people all around the world. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's not even like, a lot of people don't know him in Oklahoma, and I'm like, bro, this dude has films. Like, shout out to Rogelio.
Yeah, definitely. But
yeah. So when it comes to the Netflix, like a short film, how long does it have to be considered a short film?
I want to say no more than 60 minutes.
So yours is a short film?
Yes, but it's a short film. I'm not going like it's not
a feature.
Yeah, it's not a feature. I couldn't do a feature. It's too much money. It's just too much out my pockets, you know, because I ain't got nobody investing into it yet. So it's just too much.
Gotcha.
I wanted to do a feature film. Ounces was planned to be a feature film and get some big actors in it, but it's just too much.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money.
You know, and to get to the level, like, especially when you start, it's like sometimes you lose money. You know what I'm saying? You might get paid, but you got to buy this,
With the movie shit, you're not going to see, like, especially at an indie level.
Definitely.
It's for the love, kind of. Like, you're not really going to see.
That's what I'm at right now.
You're not going to see much back until, maybe years down the road, But I feel like that builds your tool, your tool belt. Like, now you got a movie under your belt. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Like,
definitely.
You just shot a whole movie. You can shoot a promo, or you can shoot a
easy.
Yeah, on your Instagram, you got a couple of deals. You got one where it's like a restaurant scene, I think it is. What is that?
That is a restaurant here in downtown OKC.
Like Fleet is
Flint.
Yeah.
I want to give a major thank you to that company.
So how did that happen?
Giving me chills talking about it. I had originally shot in there, I want to say 2 years ago. It was a music video a long time ago. And I thought about, when I was writing the script, I thought about the restaurant scene, and I was like, the Flint. So I emailed them. They really was not wanting to do it. They wanted to charge me an arm and a leg.
For what? For you to just go in there and film?
Go in there and film. I want to say it was about $5,000. And I was like, no, I can't. So me being me, I wrote out a long paragraph on how much it'll mean to me. You know what I mean? And she didn't respond for, like, I want to say about a week. And then I checked my email, and she responded. And she said, my team said everything's fine. And I went in there the next day, got an appointment set for the next day, scoped out the scene, loved it. And it went from there.
So what did you guys shoot there?
We shot the restaurant scene of Ounces.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you start actually filming?
Ounces? I started filming, when was that? That was last year.
Last year?
Was it? Jesus.
The last year was the pandemic.
Definitely not. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It was. It was.
There's still one.
No, it was definitely last year.
These vaccines got people acting crazy. Like, there's not a pandemic going on.
So when I first started, when I first shot the house scenes of Ounces, it was last year. It was last year, the end of last year.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So talk to us about that bad boy that you got right there, man.
Oh,
because that's a bad boy right there.
And I got a Sony FS5K Mark II.
So it's records 5K RAW?
No, not 5K RAW.
No?
I wish. 4K RAW.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I feel like
it's good. It's good, but it honestly, when you put some good lighting with that camera, it's a cinema camera. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, because man,
my bad. You shot the movie with that?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. That and my second DP is shooting certain scenes. I think it's with another Sony, actually. I think it's an Alpha something, I want to say. I think 7S.
That 7S3?
I think so.
Whew, that's a beast too, man. It's the hybrid, Yeah. That's that hybrid shit. So that one right there, yeah, that's a beast of a camera. The cinema cameras, I know Red came out with the Komodo, which looks nice and compact. I'm like, damn, that's
I was
crazy.
trying to get the beta of it.
Yeah.
I was emailing the owner and everything, man, and he was not messing with me.
So, man, when it comes to this stuff, man, I know it's hard because it's like you're focused on film, but if you consider yourself like a creator, like a filmmaker creator, they'll send you that shit, man. Like, they'll be like, hey, KC, review this shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it for a week, shoot some shit, and tell me your thoughts.
Yes.
So, like, I feel like you should get into that. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get into.
Like, do you follow, like, those?
Yeah.
Who do you follow?
I'm following Red, Ari, and Black Magic.
And creators, as far as creators, do you follow any specific, like, your Daniel Schiffer? Do you know who Daniel Schiffer is?
No.
Who else? Peter McKinney? Sam Calder?
I think Casey's my type of director.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Probably.
I don't know. No, man.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not hip to like who's directing big game. Like, I look at DPs more than I look at a director because I like looking at the cinematography of everything. That's what I'm in school for. That's what my eye is. Like, I like looking at.
When I went to film school, bro, I would get in trouble so much because I didn't know classic films. I didn't know certain directors. And I wasn't there for that, you know. So the teachers would be like, "What? How do you consider yourself a filmmaker?" And you know, I'm like, "Bro, I'm here because I just want to see how this shit runs, and then I'm gonna create my own little independent film shit. I'm not trying to go lick balls in Hollywood."
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and
exactly.
One time the professor literally said, he was like, this is when I knew I had to get the fuck out of there, because he said, you guys want to go to Hollywood. You don't want to just end up with a little local warehouse somewhere, you know? Like, I was like, bro, that would be tight. What are you talking about? You know?
That was the mentality. It kind of falls into your classic school system, you know, like
But
go to Hollywood, go to Hollywood.
Yeah,
That's
I
like,
definitely
you know.
will say that the film industry is coming to Oklahoma.
There's a whole
It's here.
film.
Prairie Surf Media. Yeah. They turned the Cox Convention Center into a huge studio. It's about to open. Yeah.
Have you visited the OCCC studio?
No, I haven't. I
You
have
should,
not
bro.
been.
I mean, it's shout out to them. They have Reds. It's film ready. It's just like, to me, it was overwhelming. But even, I mean, the fact that that's coming here, that's gonna open doors for a lot of people, man.
I think it was on the news too. So I think it's gonna create like almost 6,000 jobs.
So KC, how much does KC have worth of equipment?
Ooh.
For those people that want that $200 music video.
Okay. I want to say at least 20.
20K?
20K.
On the low.
And that's me low balling.
Yeah.
Like, without all my equipment that I got here. I got another camera at home.
So imagine having to come out to a scene in the trenches with $20K worth of equipment. Best to believe KC is gonna have the blicky.
That's why I don't go. I don't be out around, bro. That's why, because they know that this shit's expensive.
Hell yeah,
Ain't no damn joke. Like,
so how were you able to get to the point where you could invest in equipment? Because a lot of times I think like we take that shit not for granted, but it's like, damn, we do have some nice ass equipment.
We don't realize it, I guess.
Yeah,
you could say.
because like
y'all
we're
got
used
nice
to being
equipment.
fucking dogged and shit. We're like
honestly, music videos.
music videos.
I literally
Reinvesting in the craft.
I reinvested into my craft.
Yeah.
honestly.
But I guess before you got into music videos, like how were you able to even do music videos? Or
honestly, I bought a camera. Like, I just bought like a little small one. I want to say it was the Sony. It was like one of the first.
So you
Sonys.
married to Sony.
Yeah,
That's what it is?
definitely.
Team Sony.
Definitely.
Team
I love
over here.
Sony.
for video shit.
Yeah, just for video shooting, you know, like, but it took me a while, you know what I mean, to invest into that.
So you just had like a little camera,
Yeah,
and then that's what you
definitely.
started
Yeah.
with.
But honestly, to tell you the truth, I forgot to tell you about this. That camera right there was actually provided by Full Sail University. So that's within my tuition, all that. Yeah, it's expensive. Super
Damn.
expensive.
What kind of lens is that?
It's a Sony, I want to say 18 to 55.
18 to 55.
I think.
Is it a G Master?
No.
No.
So
So
it came
see,
came with it.
That's the biggest thing to understand right there. This ain't a game.
Yeah, this ain't a game.
You're fully invested.
That's why I'm fully invested.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to be in debt after school. You know how that shit is, man. You know how school, everybody know how school goes.
Yeah.
You in debt afterwards.
Yeah, man.
Unless you got your parents are rich, you know what I mean? Like, this is just the way it is. So I invested into myself, and I'm all for it, man. All for it.
So when it comes to the post-production, which a lot of people also don't know what goes down in the post-production, what does your workstation look like?
Honestly, right now, it could be better. But right now, I'm just working with a Mac, working on a PC, about to get a PC.
Yeah.
Trying to switch over to that. Learn.
You find those better?
Yes. Not personally, because I haven't used one, but the research I've done personally, like it flows way better.
Yeah.
Like when you're editing, you can actually edit in full quality
without it. For real?
Rendering. I'm serious.
I don't remember what video I saw. It was, I don't know.
Thinking about the Intel.
Filmright has a pretty good video, I think, on how to build your own PC and
building your own PC is more expensive.
On Macs. I'm just retarded. I couldn't build that shit.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, no, I'm not about to build.
Because that's annoying, man. That's
no.
To have
like, bro, if I put the wrong shit in the wrong part and then I just got to spend another $500, I'm gonna be pissed in the motherfucker.
Man, exactly. It's like with those, it's frustrating to have this crispy 4K resolution and you just want to play it and it's like all laggy and like it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating.
That's how it is.
That's a lesson right there. Like for people that want to like rush to get that red and that.
Oh yeah.
Like just know that you're gonna have to upgrade your editing shit too, or else.
Bro, man,
get ready.
Or you're gonna be frustrated. Then the motherfucker just sitting there.
No, don't get me started on frustrated. Oh man,
bro. The other day I was
my fiance. I'm telling you, I'll be yelling at my shit.
How many projects, let's say a month nowadays, crash on you? If you had,
I ain't had none crash.
What software?
I
do you
haven't
use?
had Final Cut and Adobe. I'm back and forth.
Oh,
I'm back and forth.
Okay.
But music videos, Final Cut. Promos, commercials, my film, Adobe.
Why?
Adobe, I feel like, has more options. I feel like Final Cut is like a kid's playground to Adobe. Like, in my opinion, like it's Final Cut is much more simpler.
I heard the comparison of Final Cut to iMovie. It was like iMovie on crack.
Oh yeah.
So you get more features and shit.
So it's like iMovie but on crack. So it has more like the timeline is that fucking weird timeline, huh? On Final Cut.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Weird.
Magnetic. So it like.
I don't use that. I don't use that.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't use no.
That's what I didn't like about Final Cut. When I fucking got in there, the timeline was moving all crazy.
Yeah, it does
and
though.
shit.
It does though.
Like,
if you don't know what you're doing, it can move, and especially if you're doing a music video, it'll be all off beat. So it'll be all bad. You got to redo it all.
Yeah. So yeah, you got that. You're building a PC for better workflow.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure that motherfucker is a pretty big, large file.
It is.
When you put it, you know. So, damn, that's crazy.
Okay, so let me ask you this: on the edit, do you edit the whole fucking movie in one timeline, or do you do like a sequence and then another sequence? Or because that's a big ass timeline, bro.
Definitely, it is. It can get huge.
Stupid.
But the way I'm going to do it is going to be by page. I'm gonna do it by page because it'll give me more time to focus on a certain scene every time I edit. So it's like I'm gonna spend a day on that one page to make sure the audio's good, the color grading is good, and everything else, the sound, the Foley, all that stuff is good. So I feel like definitely the timeline gets huge, honestly.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that you're gonna have one project open, and then it'll be like sequence 1, page 1, and then the next sequence is gonna.
No, it's all gonna be on one timeline.
Oh, one timeline.
Yeah, it's gonna be on one. But as I progress, it's just gonna be like I'm gonna work on one page at a time. Yeah.
That's still scary, bro.
It is scary.
Because then you're gonna at some point you're gonna have half of a fucking timeline full, and then what if it's like gone? Oh hell no,
Man,
that's why I'm waiting on my PC. That's why I'm waiting.
Bro, that's scary as fuck.
I gotta wait.
So yeah, because it's like I went to Mexico for vacay and I just took all my gear, my camera. I was like, I'm gonna film some stuff. But when it came to the post production, I put all the footage there. I had so much that I was like, where do I start? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a storyline. That was the good part. I had a storyline, but it was like.
You guys want to know a trick that I like to do when I have too much fucking footage that I don't even like? As I'm watching it, I'll name it whatever I see.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
So it'll just be like, you know, like motherfucker blowing out smoke. Or,
Hey, I didn't lost so much shit by doing that in my computer. I'm so serious, and had to re-download it. and name it again.
Because it's all over the fucking place.
Yeah, that all that. A lot of people don't realize that, like storage management. What do you do for that? Like all the footage that you've had.
I should have brought them. I would have brought like 6 stacks of terabytes.
Hell no, I delete all their shit.
No, I want to keep it for memories. I want my kids to see what the fuck I did in life. You know what I mean?
Keep the last,
like the final product. Yeah. I do keep it, but something in my head always tells me like, what if you need the raw footage? Yeah.
I used to always think like that until I had like fucking 7 hard drives, and I was like, nah, I can't.
I don't do raw footage. You
keep all your footage?
I don't keep all footage.
Oh, so you keep the final product, right?
Yeah, just the final product.
Okay.
I don't keep the raw footage.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Okay.
That's too much.
That's what I was gonna say, because I'm like, I'm starting to delete it, but I'm over my head like I'm like
maybe certain projects that I thought like maybe I might want to use this,
but never
for like my reel or like some shit that was really clean. But other than
like this podcast, like we have a shit ton of podcasts, and I have like probably a lot. I'm like,
I already know how you.
I should delete this shit because it's like, why would I? Right. It's like the final product is there already. So
especially after you put it online,
right.
It's there forever.
Yeah, honestly, for real.
Well, how does that work? Like when YouTube deletes your channel, does your shit gone forever? Like
yeah.
I want to say it is.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if there's a way for you to email them to be like, hey, can I get at least my videos back? Be able to download them. Because there's certain episodes where I'm like, I did delete the actual original one, the final product. Mm-hmm. So I was lucky enough to just download them from YouTube. So that's a plus there. But with YouTube, you never know, man. They're always changing shit, doing new shit. And it's like, I don't know.
Started on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, quality of...
That way they compress shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you bust your ass.
Yeah, you upload 4K. You think you're getting 4K. You know, you're going to get close to it, but you're not getting the full quality of 4K. Vimeo is way better.
Vimeo looks sharp.
Yeah, it looks
but,
sharp.
I mean, nobody can compete with YouTube as far as audience, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
right.
But I get you with the film, because the film is definitely not for YouTube. Like when I think about film, I'm thinking about Netflix and, you know.
But Netflix is... Nah, man.
I'm a ghetto motherfucker. So
let's not get started on Netflix. I'm telling you, because Netflix, that's the way of the world right now. You know what I mean? So it's like almost if your film ain't on Netflix, then what is it doing? Almost. I've listened to multi-millionaires speak. Like, you know, like this. It's like you think Netflix is no. It's not as what you think. Half of the movies on Netflix. Think about it. You go watch half of the movies on Netflix, you're not gonna like them.
It's been weird because even when the very least times I'm like, let me watch a movie, it's so hard for me to choose one. Yeah. Hard.
Unless you've seen a post about it.
Or a TikTok.
Yeah, or a TikTok.
I can recommend this one.
Yeah,
this
just something.
You know?
I don't remember the last time I went on no fucking Netflix and just searched for a movie.
I went on it yesterday to watch a documentary.
I've been on grind time, baby. I ain't been playing.
I've been on them documentaries, though. Like, I'll be on it. You know what I'm saying?
Documentaries is good.
Yeah, some certain documentaries. I just watched the What the Health. And
I just did a big documentary, man, for Black History Month.
You did one?
Yeah, I did one. It's, hopefully, I think we got some news from the guy that made it. Probably gonna be on Fox 25.
Man,
yeah,
that's got to be frustrating because it's like you put all this work, effort, time, and you want that film to be seen or a documentary, like, and it's like, where do you go to?
Well, man,
for the people to see it, you know?
I think it's like a matter of you're doing it right. I think it's a matter of like building an audience for the movie like we would for the podcast, or like we would for your KC or for whatever. Like you basically just got to build the brand of the movie, boom, 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 until you know there's enough people that like. There's this one. It's called, I think, Bluff, something Bluff, and it's a YouTube film, and it's this dude that's basically like filming with a phone or some shit. He gives all his homies phones, I think. So that's how they shoot the movie, basically. Wow. And it's all on YouTube. Like, they just shot, like, it's like a real life, some hood shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like, he'll come in the store with the phone, and he's like,
I know what you're talking
like,
about.
Hey, what up, dog? You know, boom. And then you see the angle from the phone and shit.
So it's like a first-person view, pretty much. POV.
Both, you know what I'm saying? But it's all independent, and, like, you could tell they shot it with not a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely.
And it did numbers. Like, so it was just
all depends, man. It all depends on your audience too.
How you brand it.
Yeah, and how you brand it. I mean,
Yeah, that's a tricky one there, man. Cause
it's always tricky. Film is
yeah,
really tricky.
that's what I'm saying.
Like
And
I might.
It's not for the week, bro. It's not for the
It's
week.
not. And to be honest, this film might not do nothing. You know, like, and it is what it is. But I have content out there for you to
not
see.
nothing because it's gonna do something for you and your career.
Of course. But like numbers wise and things like that, and recognition wise and things like that. So when I submit this to film festivals, I might not get in. You know, and
So
I
how
can't
does
let
that work? Like film festivals, is this just like
Man, that's a whole nother fucking
film freeway. That's what I go through.
Is it like pretty much, let's say, labels for filmmaking, like music labels for filmmaking?
Basically.
Where it's like that you have
like
a
a
shot
whole site. It's
for
like
somebody to hit you up and be like, hey, I want you.
Yeah, that too. Or you can submit your film as well, and you pay a fee, and some of them is free.
Easy now.
So basically, the festivals, they're playing the movie. So like, is what my understanding is. So they got like, let's say you go to the festival, and then they got Ounces here, Napoleon Dynamite over there.
Yeah.
So people are just going into the festival and watching different movies.
Watching different movies, and they're voting. You got judges that vote, and especially if you win some. Like, I'm in this group on Facebook. It's this guy from Toronto. Independent filmmaker. He made a film called Sea Breeze. Man, it literally took my breath away, bro. Like, I watched it and it was amazing. Man. And he won like 10 awards, and this was all overseas. So it's just not just here in the USA.
Yeah, bro. Movies is crazy.
It's everywhere. So it's like,
I mean, the fact that you can start. I mean, you go to Best Buy and you get all, you get you a little camera, jib, if you're trying to do all the, you can start. I mean, with nothing, you can start,
Easy.
If you don't got that, you can just start with your phone. I mean,
nowadays, man, we got so much technology that, like, if you're not, I think what people have to focus on is the script. Make sure the script is on point. You got some good actors, and then at that point, I think you can make, like, I mean, we were just talking about Friday. They made it happen with a small budget, but it was all authentic. It was all...
Story is important for anything. That's the crazy thing. Whether it's music, whether it's even a vlog, whether it's
doable.
Like,
you just gotta like know that the moment that you jump in, you gotta give it your all, like 120.
No matter what.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
it's like when you go clock in.
Yeah,
and you gotta clock in.
Like, the story is most important. I feel like for anything, like whether, like I said, it's film, music, vlogs, whatever. Like, the story is the most important. I feel like a lot of people overlook that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure.
The thing is, though, when you clock in, you know that you're getting paid. When you're doing this movie shit, you're working. Like, you're staying up till 4 a.m. writing some shit. You're not getting paid, you know? So it's
That's true. That's definitely true.
Are you doing this full time, or you have a side hustle, 9 to 5, or what's going on?
9 to 5 in this.
Yeah.
I'm proud to say that because it's funny because I do what I do part time. I do what I love to do at work. So I do film at work. I do film. I do marketing at work. I do what I love to do at work.
You're learning while you get paid.
I'm learning while I'm getting paid for myself, honestly. And don't get me wrong, it get hard sometimes. You do be tired. Don't want to go to work, shit like that. But man, it's all part of the process, in my opinion. So,
like, today, I'm pretty sure we all got off work. You know, we just got together and said, "Let's go to this fucking podcast." Man, with what was the biggest challenge you faced so far there, like, with this film?
With the film, honestly, man,
most frustrating shit that you were like, "Fuck this! I'm about to call it."
Yeah. Honestly, when I tried to do my film 2 years ago, like I said, I wrote the script. I had the people in the group chat. Nobody ever, like, I was about to give up, honestly. I really was. My fiance really took me, talked to me, you know what I mean? It's like, you're good at what you do. Why stop? Honestly. And I just didn't. I just kept going. It was like, fuck it. I'm about to start hitting people up personally. So everybody I got in the film, I know them, and some of them I don't. Some of them, like the female in there, like, I don't know her. You know what I mean? It's just,
it happens.
Connections.
Yeah, it happens. It just happens.
Yeah.
And she wanted to be a part of it. They wanted to be a part of it. It's pretty crazy. It's amazing, man.
And it's good that you just, like, kind of, like, that kind of happened with us with the merch. Like, we thought it was like a bright idea, and then we did it, and then it was like, damn, this wasn't that. You know, like,
sometimes
it was like,
it'd be like that.
fuck.
Yeah.
But
People repped it. On the bright side, people repped it.
And then now
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like, instead of giving up on it, it was like, well, shit, let's just put it on a website, and then, you know, people can just get it that way. So it's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, at first you may think like, damn, it's a great idea. And then once you do it, it's like, damn, I was not expecting that.
So is that like a remote?
Yeah,
That pretty
it's a
much
remote for my camera.
like
I
you
ain't
just
gotta
hit
touch it. Yep.
the record button and shit.
yep.
Yeah, that's
make
dope.
it easy.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
Hell yeah, man. So if you had to go and like change a film, whether it's a big movie or small movie, where you're like, man, I feel like I could have done it better. What movie would it be?
Ooh.
That's a tough question.
It is.
You think about yours too.
I would want to say,
And if you can't think of one film that you did like you were like, damn, that
that was a good film.
that was a good ass movie.
Anything with okay, so Liam Neeson, he's an actor. Any movie he's in, I love it.
Who's he?
He plays I'm trying to remember that movie. Taken.
Oh, okay.
Take it.
Man, all his movies,
Liam Neeson.
they're similar, but
They
I
are.
gotta give it to him.
He's a good actor.
I watched one not too long ago on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's what was it called? Where he forgets.
Oh, I know what you're talking
What's
about.
the name of that movie? That movie was so fucking like I was
It's
lost.
crazy.
So
It's
like
crazy.
to kind of give it like a short summary, like he pretty much him and his wife have a work convention, or he has a work convention because he's his doctor. So he goes to Spain. I want to say, was it Spain? Anyway, so he goes to Spain and his luggage is in a taxi. While he gets off of the hotel, his luggage is in a taxi. So he's like, oh, wait, I got to get my luggage. So he ends up, the taxi leaves to the airport and he goes behind the taxi saying, hey, like follow this taxi. So he gets in a car accident, hits his head, doesn't remember what the fuck.
Yeah.
He starts to remember like, oh yeah, my wife is at the hotel, so I got to go to the hotel. Bottom line is like it got to the point where he wasn't a regular, like a doctor. He was actually a hitman.
Yep.
So that the movie was like tricky. I'm like,
Yeah.
how like, you know what I'm saying? Because like when he gets to the hotel, his wife is like, I don't know you.
I don't
Who
know.
are you? And he's like, you tripping. Like, you're my wife. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, it's so trippy. I was
Yeah,
so
it is.
lost. I was like, but then when it came together, I was like, the ending, it went back to the ending. I was like, whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, whoa.
Him.
The Takens, that shit, there's one of a train.
Yes.
So
I always forget
watched-
the names of his
Yeah,
movies, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
know when I see him, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good movie.
He's good. He's good. Like he's the type of actor that sticks to one, you know, like one kind of like thing, which is kind of like that kind of shit, that kind of style.
That
it's
style.
like your Leonardo DiCaprio. He sticks to the like
That style.
real life
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one that you like. So as far as like a film that you would like to change, did you think
Honestly,
about one?
yeah. So a film I would like to change would definitely be one of the Wrong Turns. Wrong Turn. I don't know if y'all ever seen.
Sounds
these movies.
familiar.
Wrong Turns. They got like 7 of them.
For real?
Yes, but it's one of the first ones that
It's
I
a scary
watched.
movie?
No, it's kind of like scary.
Like killing and shit.
Yeah, but it's like killing. It's like some creatures or something.
Yeah.
But I just think personally that movie could have been
Better.
like way better. Like especially the first one. Like Wrong.
Yeah.
It's called Wrong Turn. It could have been way better.
Yeah.
Way
There's certain movies that, especially the scary ones, I feel like those are hard to kind of like, how are we going to get our audience to shit their pants? Like,
Literally, you got to do everything and anything.
yeah, with those, sound is very important. The suspension. I remember when the nun,
that was my question. Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
How are you dealing with sound? 'Cause
Sound.
that's a whole nother fucking beast.
Oh man. So I got this guy with my one of the guys that's helping me on the film. His name is Bo. He has a big ass studio, like huge. So what I'm doing is personally, I have a boom guy, you know what I mean? But as far as that, we're gonna do Foley on everything, clothing. It's gonna take on. That's what I'm saying. 2022 is coming. It's gonna be. It might even be later than that. You know, like honestly, because I want to put my time into it. I really do. So, but we're gonna do all sound.
That's dope.
Sound is a different, and I think sound is just as important as the actual visuals. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Because
that's the
an
toughest
art.
part for like an independent film is to find like a good audio crew and a good film crew.
Like
if you can set that crew up, I think that it's like clockwork. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to find that crew of people that you can just, all right, we're shooting for 2 days, boom, 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 and you already know that's the key. But I think we can make it happen.
Yeah.
To be honest, everybody just has to get on the same page.
Yeah, with the sound thing, I've seen like videos where like literally they gotta watch the whole film and be like, boom, boom, and then pick up that, pick up that.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
what a Foley is, right?
Yeah, that's what a Foley
man,
is.
that is wicked. Like,
Yeah, I'm learning that all in school.
There's
That's
films
taught
where
me
they
all.
like, let's say they lose the audio for some reason, they do voiceover. So like they'll watch the, they'll have to bring the artist
That's
back
what
in
I'm
the
doing.
studio,
That's what I'm doing.
and then they're reading
so
the
you
lips.
lost the audio?
No, I ain't lose the audio.
Oh, you're
just
trying
want
to
this
just
to be
make
sure.
it.
So
I
basically,
want to make it crisp.
what people are going to be
Yeah.
doing is that shit. Yeah, that's tough.
Any movie you watch, I promise. If you, how do I put this? If you look closely at their mouths,
It doesn't match.
sometimes it don't match.
Yeah, for sure.
And it kills
But
me. It kills me.
So it's that pretty much that they're saying that shit.
They're doing all voiceovers. In movies, they do all
so
voiceovers.
it can be crispy.
Damn,
So basically,
that's
what they'll do is they'll
crazy.
just be watching themselves on the TV and then like fucking reading the script.
Because think about it. How many sounds you probably hear being outside? A train.
See the thing, bro.
A
Well,
rap.
yeah, but like as far as dialogue goes, you're doing the dialogue
Yes,
like that
sir.
too?
Yes, sir.
Fuck, that's
Yes, sir.
wild.
It's gonna be
see,
hard.
me personally, I would want to get the audio there because it's like I
Yeah.
don't feel like it'd be the same.
But-
so like, let's say it's a scene where it's like you're supposed to get like, like in the moment, and it's like, how are you gonna recreate that that's gonna be tough. But
It is.
I'm gonna be watching.
It is.
It
is
I feel like it depends on the scenario because once
Yeah.
again, it's like if you're outside, you got birds, trains.
You can't. I'm telling you,
You
if
know?
you use outside audio, if you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Wow, that's horrible." I'm telling you, it's
Oh
horrible.
yeah, for sure.
Because I did it. I did it in my outside scenes that I shot just a couple weeks ago. And the audio, I went back and tried to edit it. Audio is just horrible. Like I can barely hear what they're saying. And I got a boom guy that has headphones on and right up here where it's
Yeah.
where it's supposed to be. And it's like it's still like bad.
Yeah. No, and those microphones, they get expensive as fuck too. That's what I'm saying. So like to do if anything, if there's any filmmakers out there, hopefully the old Triple C people don't see this shit, but if you pay your tuition, at least this is how it was back then. You pay your tuition, you can use their equipment. So, you can check out a sound kit if you need it, and they got legit ass sound kits.
Yeah,
so,
they do.
If you're working on a film, that might be a good route. Maybe enroll in a film program because film is some other shit.
Film, yeah.
It's
pretty
you
crazy.
got to love it. Like
You
that's
gotta
what
love
it comes down to.
If not, and I met this one guy, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like I met this one guy in California. He is a producer for CBS and a couple other places in California, and he has his own business as well. He told me a lot of stuff about the film. It gets crazy, and he told me he got fired one day. He got fired off the set. He thought he knew what the director was talking about, and he didn't. And he act like he did, and once the director seen it, he didn't know.
So get the fuck out of here.
He fired him.
Get the
He
fuck
fired him. He
out
said
of
this
here.
game is really like
ruthless.
Ruthless,
it's ruthless, bro. It
And
really
those,
is.
those Hollywood people, they're dicks,
Oh
man.
man, don't let me get started on that.
They're probably on that. They got the sugar booger.
Yep.
And it's,
I don't know. That's a
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
when I saw like what it was about, I was kind of like I thought about it and I was like, I'm cool on that shit. I still want to do it,
Yeah.
but just on a smaller scale to where I don't like.
Exactly.
you have freedom pretty much.
And that's what my mentor was talking about. He's like, "Have you been on a multi-million-dollar set?" I said, "Hell no."
It's probably tense.
I said, "Bro,
and stressful.
no." He said, "Well, you need to learn, or you need to." That's why I came up with ounces. I need to know what it feels like, not even if it's a multi-million-dollar set. It's something. It's a set. It's still a set. It's people can get hurt on that set. It's just
So many parts to
Yeah,
it, bro.
so many.
Like that's why, like whenever you start film school, the first, I think it was Cinema 1. All it was just like learning the departments.
Yep.
So for
Production
fucking a
assistant.
semester, you got
all of them.
everything,
DP.
bro. I even took a class, production design, where they teach you how to build sets.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like,
That's what I didn't want to get into.
Build-
I don't.
But see, now at the time, bro, I didn't want to. But now that I'm older and I've been like having like carpentry jobs and shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking about it and I'm like,
Okay.
I could just get a fucking warehouse and then build a bunch of sets in this bitch. Cause, you know, so like.
That's the ultimate goal for me as well.
As to where like back then I was like, what the fuck? Where am I going to build? Like now that I'm, you know, more broad, I'm like, okay. Now I can incorporate the shit that I learned back then, you know, with the, so.
Yeah, that would be fun, you know, just to have different setups and stuff.
Definitely.
Like,
well, whenever y'all get a chance, go to, like, just go to OCCC and you can actually go into their film department. And that's how it is. It's just a big-ass warehouse. And then they got sets all around.
Wow.
And then you can actually, like, they got a cage. So, like, you can climb up the cage and for lighting and like boom, like it's a whole fucking. It's crazy, bro.
Definitely
interesting. We should go one day.
Yeah,
just
anybody that's interested
in
film. I think that, and you're in Oklahoma, OCCC, like their film program is slept on for sure.
Yeah,
it's crazy because it's like it's such a cool time to be alive because at the end of the day, you got these big brands, you know, hiring creators instead of these big companies to do like a Pepsi commercial or a Nike commercial. Like,
well, and that's the good thing that even though there is those nice studios and all that shit, it's not necessary anymore.
Bro, have you seen this girl that she did a commercial? I want to say for Sprite in her dome, like her like small room and shit. And she made that shit look legit. Like, it literally was smaller than this space. She just got a box, a white little thing, and sprayed the can, got the shots.
And made it look amazing.
I was like,
that's how they shoot commercials. That's how they shoot the burgers commercials. All that. It's like a whole rig for the patty, for the lettuce, all to be dropped at the same time. I swear. It's pretty crazy.
That product shit is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
And I've been wanting to just fuck around with it just to see how I can put it together. But that right there is it's nice, and it's just small creators, bro. Like, it's definitely, you know,
it's like the whole thing that GQ was saying. Like he could be in a big ass studio, but he can make the same shit happen like in his room with his microphone. And
exactly.
It's all passion. Yeah, it's all passion and how you see shit. You know what I'm saying? How do you, when it comes to the film, how do you keep everything in control as far as
how do you schedule everything? How do you make sure that everybody's there at?
Because that's your big.
What is it called?
I'll make a schedule.
Something call. They're strict about that shit.
I try to be strict, but I'm not paying nobody once again, so I can't be as strict. So what I do is I constantly text in the group chat. We have a big group chat. Constantly check, you know, and tell them the time, the place. I even write up on my own schedule. Highlight the pages that they're going to be acting out, the time they need to be there, and I even give them a little leeway time. So I like say a certain time, and it really is this time, you know. But that's really how I handle it. As far as the scheduling goes, I schedule it myself, honestly.
And then were you having like a script read, or how were you like assuring?
There's water there, bro, if you need it.
Appreciate you.
How are you assuring that like when you got to shooting, everybody was on the same page, or were you just like y'all study this script and then y'all just kind of?
That's how I was. Study the script. The script. I had talked to each and every one of them personally. You know, make sure they was on board. Everybody signed paperwork. Everybody. I have a big old file of paperwork for this whole entire movie. Location releases.
Oh, okay.
Everything. Next thing I'm working on is music releases.
Oh, so like a contract, like just to make sure it saves your skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Just in case they
just standard release forms type stuff like that.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot to kind of balance and stuff. And
I got to block off a street coming up.
Yeah.
It's pretty much way.
How do you do those?
It's simple. I went to the police department. Literally, talked to a police officer, the head police officer. He told me it was $75. I said, "Are you kidding?"
To block off a street
in Norman, yeah.
Huh.
I said, "You're kidding."
Didn't know.
I said, "You're kidding." He said, "No, I'm serious." And he gave me the application. He said, "But if you do a street, you have to get signatures from every business to let them know that you're going to be blocking off the street." I was like, "Well, I'm doing it at nighttime." He was like, "You still got to do it." So
you had to go.
That's what I'm working on next. I got this alleyway in Norman that I'm doing, and I think it's 5 businesses right there. So I got to get all their signatures. But it's later on down the line, later on in the script. So but I did scope it out.
That's what sets people apart, though, man. It's like, who's gonna take the time to actually go find that information out, get those permits, you know?
I will.
And like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the whole construction game I've been seeing, and it's like the people that are making the big bucks is the ones that are like getting the insurances and getting the, you know, like they got the paperwork in order. So.
Sheesh. Yeah, all this. Once again, you got to love it. You know what I'm saying? You got to love it because it's like, it's one of those where it's like you won't start seeing like it pay off as far as money, recognition, but it's like, all right, I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing. And
because I know what it takes to get a better film next time. My next go around, I plan on getting at least one major actor. That was my goal. When I started Ounces, I was like, this is my goal. Like, I'm going to start off with just local people.
That way you have something to show them, like, here.
Exactly. Like, here.
Like, I did this without anything. So
without no budget. Imagine what I can do with this amount of money or this X amount of money. I'm thinking about a couple actors. Nothing too big, nothing, you know, but Fat Boy, SSE, I've been thinking about him. I inquired about him. And this guy named Ink Monster. I inquired about him. But I'm thinking I'm putting them on the, you know, but I got to write a whole nother script for that. I feel like so it can be in order and in line.
So after Ounces is done, what are the future projects for KC?
Films, honestly. More films, honestly. That's all you'll see. Commercials. I start doing commercials big time here soon. I have a couple companies that want to work with me and do commercials.
How do you target those?
Honestly,
via email, you go out to them?
I honestly reach out. If I want to do a commercial for you, I'm going to reach out to you, and I'm not going to charge you nothing because
you reached out.
I reached out to you, and it's for my portfolio. And at the end of the day, my portfolio is what's going to get me to where I need to go. And that's what I've been taught.
You understood that with music videos. You saw that people were like, "Oh shit, this guy has a bunch of work. I'm gonna fuck with him."
Exactly. So, music videos, like I said, man, it was the
foundation.
It was my foundation for sure, definitely. But film and future projects, it's gonna be film and commercials right now.
Nice. Tired of you rap niggas, man.
Basically.
Yeah. It gets to that point, man. We'll leave that to the.
What is it? 8 terabytes?
8 terabytes?
8 terabytes full of music videos.
Oh, man. Damn. All right. What's 3 most frustrating things that you had to deal with the music video shenanigans?
Being late.
That to me is big.
Or they smoked a blunt and then they're like, they smoke it during the break. And then when you're about to shoot, they're like, oh, let me roll a blunt, bro.
That too. But being late, accuse me of stealing something.
Oh, no.
And last but not least,
like, bro, I got $20,000 worth of shit, bro. What the fuck?
What I look like stealing?
Yeah.
Come on, man. But last but not least, what is the last one, man? I think this one is the biggest one. So, asking for your money back after I have put my hard time and effort into the visual.
They do that?
Because they don't like it.
Oh, hell
no. That's why.
I said, and my rebuttal to that is just simple. Man, why did you work with me? You know how I work.
Yeah, bro, and I think that's just somebody trying to get over and trying to.
And like, I'm not having it. And like I said, I'm not the guy that you're not about to see me do a bunch of edits, a bunch of frames and splitting you up. And I'm not doing that. I'm a movie type of guy. That's my eye. It's straightforward. It's cinematography, and you're going to get a clean, crisp image every time. It's not about me twisting the camera or I'm not that type of guy no more.
And that's the thing that artists like need to understand is like if you want a certain style, go to the director. You know what I'm saying? Like, Don't
go to KC expecting all the crazy effects.
I can't do it.
When
I can't do
his
it.
style
No,
is cinematic.
Cinematic.
So look at that. Like, look at what's the style, and then you might book. Oh, this video goes with this director. This video might be good with this director.
Exactly.
That's the cool thing about it.
That's why you work with multiple videographers,
because they have different styles.
Or you get one that knows all the styles that you want. So it's just.
Everybody has their different styles, and that's the cool thing about it. Like, if you want a certain look, you go to that person. If you want this other look, you go to
You
the
know
other
what my
person.
response would have been to that?
What?
LOL.
I want my money back.
LOL.
Yeah, see, I'm not that type of guy though, man. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you because I feel like I run a legitimate business, especially back then when it was like flowing, when it was like flowing, like coming back, booking. I'm like, all right, I gotta respond to this guy. I gotta tell him like, hey, and that's when I created a contract. I was like, yeah, this is enough of this. It's contract time. You gotta sign the contract when you send the deposit. You know. So.
Here's another tip for up and coming video directors. Jacob Owens has it's called like the JOP video directing guideline. So you can literally go on there and you can download like contracts and he teaches you how to do treatments. Yep. Like basically everything a music video director needs, it's in that, and it's like I don't know, $14 or some shit.
Me personally, I don't understand a treatment for a music video.
You don't understand the treatment?
I don't understand people that do treatments for music videos.
Why?
Unless you better have a big budget.
Yeah,
in my opinion, like if you want a treatment,
what's the treatment?
So it's like kind of like planning out the video for
like a script, basically.
Kind of like a script for a music video. In my opinion, why are you doing a script for a music video? Are you paying? There's some like
the reasons why I've done them in the past.
You've done them?
Yeah, it's probably the same reason like why you got into film, because it was like I got tired of shooting the same shit of motherfuckers just in front of a car and shit. So sense. I was like, let me put more into this.
That was your decision.
Yeah, you know,
it wasn't that the artist came in like, hey.
Well, it was kind of, and then I fucked with the artist too. Shout out to Kiddo. Like we put the song was kind of deep, and it was just like, man, bro, we should do something special with this one, you know. So I got a DP for it, and I of course did way more work than I should have. But I feel like that kind of even got me more jobs, because then people were seeing like, oh shit, like this fool got a script, he got a DP out there.
You come at me with you want budget, a treatment, and planning out. Let's do it.
And I feel like that's another one that's like when people want to do the storyline. I feel like it's artists that understand creativity. At least in my experience, the ones that I've worked with is like, they want to take the time to tell that story in the video. So, but yeah, not a lot of people want to do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I do it sometimes. So
yeah,
if you really want to plan it out and you come to me and ask me to plan it out, I will.
Yeah, man. So if you had to go back 5 years and, tell yourself something, what would that be? Because it's a lot of experience, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure there's shit that you like, fuck, I wish I'd have done this.
Yeah, definitely. I really wish I would have told myself, stay focused. Because at one point I wasn't focused on my craft. I was just more focused on making a quick buck. I'm gonna be honest, like I was.
But I feel like sometimes we do we tend to get those.
Get that.
Like we're probably tired or, let me get some money real quick.
And I just really feel like I should have I just told myself, stay focused. I have it all on my phone now, stay focused. Because it's like, if I don't stay focused, I'll be trying to write another script.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to write 2 more scripts.
Man, it happens.
Yeah, and then I'm like, no, I got to focus on this. Let me focus on one thing and get it done. Then I can, branch out.
Yeah, because that's one of the most frustrating things. It's like, I'll be editing sometimes and like get distracted and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, easily.
Like, man, I'm supposed to be finishing this shit, but it's.
That's why when you ask me when you ask what superpower would you want to have, that's what I said, like
the ability to focus and get something finished.
Just like
we tend to
Adderall without Adderall.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, because that's a lot of shit.
Be on go.
So, what advice would you give a young, upcoming, either music director, somebody that wants to get into this film?
Honestly, work. Don't stop working. It's gonna get times where it's editing is hard. You got like 5 videos on your board, or it was one point where I had 10. And I was like, bro, oh my God, I really shot this much. And I'm like, oh my God. And then now I got this nigga texting me. Hey, you got my video, bro? I'm like, I'm not done.
Man.
And I got 10 other people ahead of you.
We should do a video like where it's like you go shoot one video and then you come back and you got all these fucking and it's just like
yeah, dude. Yes, it go crazy because I've had it happen, but I'll push through it, man. I just worked. I sat down and I had to literally take time out of my day.
Knock them all out, bro.
Yeah, knock them out.
I'm not gonna lie. That shit right there put a lot of strain on me, bro. Like,
it's like stress.
Fuck yeah.
Almost.
Like having projects stacked up?
Yeah, like whenever I linked up with you again, I was barely getting out of the hole. But it was a dark hole, bro, because I did weddings. I did quinceañeras. I did music videos.
I did one quinceañera
promos, bro. So I had
that shit.
I was like basically in the fucking hole for a minute. I was just like, oh my God.
It's frustrating because it's like it gives me anxiety when I have multiple projects to edit.
So imagine, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like having, like he said, like 10 projects, 8 projects that you got.
I've had it, bro.
Yeah, me too.
And it's crazy because you already know how like you can estimate a time of how long it's gonna take you. Like if you finish filming,
I would say that little stretch right there where I started like going hard with everything I could, because I thought to myself, I'm gonna do everything that I need to do to get my name out there no matter what. Yeah. So, and then I was young, so I was like, just you know what I'm saying? I'm still young, but like, you know, like was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All those years was just go until it got to the point where I was like, man,
that's how I was.
Like, fuck this. You know what I'm saying?
That's
my relationships were starting to fuck up. Everything, bro, was just falling apart because I was so focused on
one thing. Yep. And you gotta keep. It takes all your time. It takes it all.
And then even if you're out, bro, like let's say you go kick it, you're like, damn, I got fucking 5 videos to edit right now. You're not even enjoying the popcorn and shit.
You are nailing it.
It's always in the back of your head.
I'll be out to eat with my fiance. I'm like, damn, babe, I gotta. Damn.
She's like, let's get the fuck out of here,
bro. It stays in the back of your head because you know, like film, like you can go and shoot something, and you know it's gonna take this amount of time, but then on the back of your head, you're like, damn, the edit though, fuck. The edit sometimes tends to be longer than the actual, like the time you shoot the shit, you know? Like you can take 8 hours to shoot something and then it takes you 16 hours to fucking edit that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it lives in the back of,
That's why these days, like you said, I've been only taking projects that I'm like, I'm gonna be excited for.
Exactly.
Because I know how it feels to be like so clustered up with shit that you lose passion for the game because you're just like, man, you get resentful. Like, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all don't even see what.
Y'all don't appreciate.
Don't appreciate.
Yeah, I'm right here stressing myself out for fucking $300.
Yeah, fuck that.
God damn.
That's why I stopped.
That's not even my car payment and shit.
Brandon, did you? I know you fuck with a lot of engineers, like with just doing video. Did you ever meet Brandon at Boombox Studios?
Probably not. I probably did. No.
This dude was engineering for like every artist in the city, bro. And that was one time that I got to like, because I would go shoot a lot of like the in studio shit when they were there. So I would see him, and then one day he was just so frustrated, bro. I could just see it in his face that he was just fed up with the shit, and he left out of nowhere. Like he just dipped, bro. He just dipped to Cali and like
that's how it happens.
Left everything and shit. I was like, damn, y'all motherfuckers ran Brandon out. Like
stressed him out.
He was recording for everybody, bro. Like good quality shit too, and he just wasn't appreciated. Like
it'd be like that, man. That's why, you know, I'm saying if there's any upcoming editors, you know what I'm saying, that want to be an intern for the Half Court Podcast, hit us up, you know? Because that's the first thing. That's what I keep telling Navy, like, when we get a bag, man, I'm hiring an editor on the spot.
You got to.
Because if it shaves me, let's say 24 hours a week or whatever, like, I can invest that shit and keep growing the business and, like, you know what I'm saying?
And really, that's the goal, to be able to, like, provide jobs for people, you know? Like, let's say the Half Court does become a blog or whatever the fuck. You literally pay people just to write articles, and like that's what Vlad does. He just hires people and fucking It's just the news, like the Oklahoman, that's what they do. They go to colleges and find the best people in colleges, brainwash them and tell them, look, I'll pay you $35,000-$40,000 a year and sign this contract. Bam, motherfucker, you stuck for a year writing for the Oklahoman.
I mean, as a youngster, take the opportunity.
That's what
on your resume.
That's what happened to my sister. She with news. My sister has 4 Emmys, bro. Nobody even knows about her in Oklahoma. 4 Emmys.
That's damn.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes, I swear. The other day I went in the house and I seen Emmy sitting there, and I was like my mom just has it sitting there until I looked at it and I'm like,
that's amazing.
I was like, Mom, why the fuck do you not have this out there? And she's like, oh, I don't know, just
like it's nothing.
Why does your sister
my sister
have
has 4 of them.
She has 4?
So Emmys, I think they're more for like television and like media shit.
Yeah.
My sister's a journalist. She's like a producer basically.
Goodness.
So like she's like the one in the room with the headset, like, okay, we're going live over here and boom, so she did that shit for years. Then those Emmys were for certain episodes like
that went viral,
or that had a lot of views, a lot of just flowed perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like news people look at that. You know how we look at podcast shit like, damn, that shit was awkward or it was weird. Or that's how they are. They see it and they're like, oh no, they. So like her episodes were so smooth, on point. Then like,
I bet she was stressed as fuck.
Yeah, she was, man. She was stressed as fuck. That's probably like. You'd see her on the couch and she's just on her phone looking. The thing with news is that they're looking for the bad shit that happens. That's how you get a viral episode, like who died, who died,
what happened,
what fire happened,
headlines and shit.
She said that fucked her up because she would get, like she knew she was getting fucked up in the head when she'd get excited when bad shit happened, like. She'd be like, "Oh hell yeah, there's a fire over there!" Like, she was like, "I gotta get the fuck out of here."
God.
Did she have to go like on helicopter rides and shit?
Yeah, she'd be on. Like during the weather, I remember she would have to take like her shit over there because she didn't know if she was gonna have be able to come back.
Wow.
So like during the whole, she worked with I think fucking what was his name, Gary England.
Oh,
Gary. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's waking on.
You don't know who Gary England is?
I don't know.
Oh God, he's the weather guy for the
Here?
Oklahoma. Yeah, he's like a famous weather guy.
Is he?
Gary England? Yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
yeah.
Man, any other questions? Trying to think.
When is this dropping?
Okay. As of right now, we're looking at trailer dropping in 2-3 weeks. And then full movie in 2022. I'm not going to say specific, month or day, but 2022 is when it's going to be dropping.
Hell yeah, man. So where can they find you? Social media platforms and all that good jazz, man.
You can find me on all social media platforms at ShotByKC Productions LLC. Switch that up, but you can find the movie on all social media platforms at Ounces Official.
Okay. So you have the LLC. So how do you do with that? Like how, cause I feel like nobody talks about it, when you tax expenses, like how do you keep track of all that?
Man, as of right now, I have a good bookkeeping person.
Yeah.
I pay her every year and she just kind of bookkeeps for me. I slowed down on the music videos, so it's really not as much. So I really ain't got it's all kind of passion now right now.
Yeah.
But
because with that you can write off anything pretty much, This trip right here you can wite it off, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's one of the parts that I feel like will be a pain in the ass for us.
It is. It is a pain. It's
taxes and shit, and keeping track. Like we got this registered too, and it's like
it's a pain.
I don't even know where to begin with,
Yeah.
Man, a lot of that shit, I've like, to keep it a buck, I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'll just jump in and then.
No, sometimes it's like that though.
There's been times where like I do my taxes late and I gotta pay the fucking bullshit that comes with it.
Yep.
But I would be so stressed about other shit already that I'd be like, man, I'm not about to go to jail for not paying my taxes for a year. Mm-hmm. And I'm caught up now, so don't trip IRS. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good now. But when I was like in school and shit, and I had too much shit going on, I was like, man, this is the last. Literally, when Drake said, what is it? I haven't done my taxes
Take
until
up to turned up.
Yeah, that was AV for like 2 years. Just
Man, no, that shit, yeah. Oh, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But man, you got anything else, bro?
No, not really, man. It's definitely be on the lookout for ounces. It's gonna be one for the books.
Yes, ounces, man. We're excited to see
Shot
that
by
one.
KC, man,
Yes, sir.
pioneer in the city out here.
Yes, yes. So we're gonna go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and wrap this up. Half Court Podcast. We out. Peace.
Hey.